Hello. Swing trading strategy. How to analyze stocks for swing trading. When you swing trade, it is a good idea to check your transaction on a daily basis and do your bookkeeping, and then you can analyze the stocks to see if there are stocks that you can pick for the next day. So we are going to check out daily transaction for December 17, 2024 and do the bookkeeping for that, and then we are going to analyze the chart using our swing trading strategy. Yesterday during our stock analysis, we didn't find any stocks to purchase, therefore we didn't purchase anything, and also most of our stocks in our account were down, therefore we didn't sell anything either. So we didn't purchase anything, we didn't pick any stocks to purchase, and we didn't sell any stocks either. However, we have a dividend earning from a stock that we purchased for dividend purposes, therefore we are going to record that. It just seems to me that I have that recording done yesterday though. But I could be thinking about another stock. So 28 cents, but we can go to yesterday transactions. This one is 17. Yeah, okay, so these transactions here, this transaction is for yesterday. It was not for the 16, although I'm not seeing it here, which is confusing because I thought I entered it. Yesterday, so I'm going to take it out of here because it is for today. They must have paid early in the morning, but yeah, so 28 cents. So now we are going to save our work and we are going to pretty much make our entry here that we did this recording. And then we'll move to our chart analysis. So we didn't select anything to purchase or to sell yesterday, therefore I will assume every text in that column is black, but I'm just going to do it again to make sure. Smooth those down, and we are going to bring our chart. We are going to make sure we have 1 year daily chart on. We swing trade on a daily chart, and every price bar is a daily price bar, reflect daily fluctuation of the price. APH. So APH is right there, and we are waiting to buy on this line. Let's extend that line a little bit. I'm looking at that low there when I'm extending it, so that's what we want to buy. AZO. So AZO, we like to buy it on this line, but it's right there. BKNG. BKNG. So BKNG is right there, and we like to buy it on this line. So let me close this one and close this one. Let's extend the line a little bit. So as you are progressing, you can extend your trend line so that make it easier to evaluate. So we like to buy it on this line. We do have this one at the bottom as well. The next one is BRO. We already purchased it twice, and yesterday, and you see where we purchased it, we have two lows to trace our trend line, a confirmation that it is following the trend line that we buy on. But I'm not seeing, let me see if I can use that intersection there as a reference to properly extend this line. Okay, but you see that it pulled back again. So at this point, we can talk about the swing trading strategy we are using. We are using uptrend line swing trading strategy. We use the short version of it, the short trend line swing trading strategy during most of 2024, where we aim for short trend line to purchase and sell the stocks on the upswing side of the trend, enter and get out before it pulls back whenever possible. But although we can purchase it, it can pull back, and then we can wait on it until it reaches the minimum profit target for us to sell. But we set a low profit target per trade, and pretty much work on a short uptrend line, the upswing side of the zigzag. For going forward though, we like to try a longer trend line to avoid getting in, and then the trend line, the short trend line, will end on us, and we have to wait for that to come back. Because we do not sell at a loss whenever possible, we like to try the long uptrend line swing trading strategy by following the same principle, but targeting a longer trend line. Could be 1 year or longer, and sometimes 6 month trend line, depending on where the chart is on that line, or the price is on that trend line, the time of the year as well. And we enter it when they pull back to that main trend line, and we add a little specification there to wait for that to go up, pull back again, for us to have a confirmation of an uptrend line that is going to continue trending along that line before we enter at the first green bar after the second pullback. And that's what we did for this one. In fact, we entered at the second green bar after the second pullback, but you can see that it still pulled back lower than where we purchased it. So it can happen. We are just trying to minimize those instances, but as you can see, it can happen. For the long uptrend line swing trading strategy though, we like to aim for a longer hold of the stocks in our portfolio, aiming for a larger profit. And for that to happen, we are allocating more funds to it as well, so that we do not wait too long, but we can still exit on the trend line before the trend line that we enter it ends. So, but yeah, and that is the strategy we are going to have in mind when we are analyzing the chart. So I already trace cuts. We already trace the main trend line that I like to buy them on. Therefore, I will be comparing where the price is to that line. For cut, for instance, we already passed the first one, and the first one is about 4 months trend line there that it crosses. We are going to wait on it on the longer trend line. We even trace this trend line here, which will be a 1 year trend line. But it's not too far from this one, and I prefer to use this as a reference once it crosses the first one, CL. So CL, we like to buy it at that line, but it's right there. CMG. So CMG, let's extend that line a little bit. We like to buy it on those lines. And those trend lines, we trace them by connecting two lows. For the longer trend line, it's good to trace it by starting at the maximum monthly chart to connect the lows. Obvious low you can see on the monthly chart, maximum monthly chart, and then move to maximum daily chart to trace more from there as well. And then based on where the price movement is, you can choose the price, the trend line that you like to buy at, but you'll take into consideration the timeline as well, the time of the year as well, to see if there is a pattern going on. For, you know, if you see the same thing, we have a video on that where we trace those trend lines in one of our swing trading strategy, how to analyze a stop chart. You know, we trace those lines together and pretty much the principle that we are using to trace it. So for more of our swing trading strategy, will please check our playlist Tarot Swing Trading. It is in the description. It will be in the at the end of the video on the screen as well. So Casey is the next one. So this one we are going to buy it at that line, and it's getting close there. So Casey, we would like to buy at 1 year trend line. And usually 1 year trend line, we trace it on the maximum daily chart, COS Costco. Because it allows you to see multiple lows, obviously, that you can connect. And as you can see, during the year we traded on a shorter trend line, because even on the longer up trend line you have the shorter ones as well, that allow us to trade often during the year and practice the swing trading strategy we are using. And moving forward, we like to try to aim for a longer trend line instead of following the price movement. Just wait on the trend line to enter it and exit before it start pulling back again to the trend line. So this one we are going to wait on that line. It's not there yet. DECK. So DECK is right there. We like to buy it there. EME. It makes it a little bit easier to analyze the chart as well when we know the line we like to buy on, and we color code it to make it obvious. As you can see, this one, we analyzed it before. It seems to me that it's still following this trend line here that is 4 months old trend line, because it's consolidating there, and I think it's consolidating to continue going up from there, but we just prefer to wait on it on this 1 year trend line. But yeah, fast. First, we like to buy it on this trend line. I'm not even seeing what it's connecting to. It's more than 1 year old. Let's go to maximum daily chart here. Okay, so you can see on the maximum daily chart, you'll be able to see multiple lows. See, let's delete that one. Don't know why it's in there. And let's analyze this. I'm just right clicking it. Nothing this. Okay, I can zoom away from it, and that's the line we like to buy it on. But we already purchased some already, so hopefully it will continue to go up from there. Do you see this short trend line here? We can activate it and trace it. Let's see. It seems to me that that trend line is ending as well, but we bought it somewhere there, so we will have to wait for a while for that to go back up before we can sell it. So the next one is FI. FI we bought it as well. The one in yellow highlights are the one we already have in the portfolio. So the one that are now highlighted are the one that we are available for us to purchase if they are well positioned. We like to buy it on this line. So, but again, we already have some already purchased. FICO, and you can see we purchased it quite high after trading it throughout the year. You can see how we traded on the short trend line there. FICO. Okay, let's move to 1 year daily chart so that it's not too small for us to see. So FICO, we purchased it at that trend line, and it seems to be going below it. Google. So Google, we like to buy it on this trend line. Right now, it's right there. GWW. So GWW, we like to buy it on this line. And that line, I'm not even seeing where the low that is touching is. Okay, it's touching this low here. That I trace it on a monthly chart. Let me get it close there and move this. Okay, and when we get closer, well, anyway, yeah, that's the line you like to buy it on. Let's go back to 1 year again. Yeah, 1 year. And as you can see, we use daily chart. The time frame 1 year is a good one for us to see the price bars, but we go to maximum daily chart to trace our trend lines, our long trend lines. When you are trading on a short trend line though, after tracing few long trend lines, you should be able to work on 1 year daily chart and tracing your short trend lines, up trend lines. Well, because we are working with longer trend lines, we'll be going back and forth between maximum daily chart and 1 year daily chart. Maximum monthly chart, we use it to start tracing those trend lines. We start from there to trace the obvious one, ones, and then we'll go to maximum daily chart to trace obvious lows that we can see from the maximum daily chart as well without zooming, and then we can, you know, zoom and trace short uptrend lines if you are trading on a short trend lines. So HD we are using a Thinkorswim platform. We do not trade on it, we just use it for chart analysis, but it's owned by ChartSwap now. You can trade on it, but we don't. I just use it for the chart analysis, and then I'll go to ChartSwap and trade it there, place the request to purchase or to sell. Here we like to buy it on this line, and it's right there, a little higher. L.L.C, we bought some already, and is quite below that trend line that we have there. Don't know if it's a zone. L.L.C, that trend line, purple trend line is for it, because clearly is the bottom of it. So this one, that will be the line we will buy on, but we bought some already. We will sell them first. LEN. So we have to wait for a while for that to become positive. So LEN, clearly we bought it there when we are aiming for this line. It should have been a clear things for us that we do not have an uptrend line, that we didn't have that confirmation that is trending along that trend line since it went past it. But we enter and now it continue. So if it gets here, we might buy some more. But in the meantime, not much we're going to do with that. We'll move to MA. We bought MA already, and we might need to trace some lines here, since we can see their lows. And this one we will trace it as well. We bought it on this line, and make me think, I don't know why I have okay, and that is 5 months trend line. So I have to say it's a little bit risky though. The reason why we went in there is because we have a similar tendency here, that it continued that line all the way to March or so before it fell back to the purple line. Therefore, we are thinking it could be doing the same thing, and we are hoping we can hold on to until March or so, but we will see. MANH. So that we like to buy it on this line, and right now it's a little bit higher than that. We do not want to touch the Y with the trend line, it will bounce back. So MAR, let's trace some lines here. Is a August trend line, and this one is longer one, but at this point I'm not even sure I wanted to trend it on this line though. It'll be just a good idea to wait on this line. We can go to maximum daily chart, because you see this huge things here. Right, it pretty much it continue up all the way to March as well. So we are thinking it could continue doing that all the way to March. Therefore, we will be able to get in, but it could be a risky move. It will just be a good option to wait. Here, it came back to here in July, October, June, then pretty much multiple here. So yeah, we are thinking about we could actually buy some, but we just don't know. So at this point, this line, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it like that, but I just feel like we may not even buy it on this line. We might buy it here, but we are just, our assumption is it could continue that all the way to March before it will end. So we might have time to get in and get out, but I don't know. MCK. MCK is far from the line we like to buy it on. MLM, we already have that in our portfolio. It's right there where we bought it. It is here. MMC. MMC crosses the first line that we like to buy on. It's coming to this one. Well, it's right there. Can we trace? Okay, so it's right there. So we are going to have confirmation, like a pullback and pretty much two pullbacks at the trend line before we get in. But it's right at the line we like to buy in, and we don't have it in our portfolio. So MPWR, so we just want to make sure it is well positioned for us to get in. And this one we have some, so we bought it there, is right there. So you'll have to wait for a while to sell it. Microsoft. So Microsoft, we bought it there. Right now is here. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Let me see. Let's trace this line here. That will be. This one ended here. Let me see here. Yeah. I don't know. We have it for a while though. July. Seems to me that it's going to give us some profit there soon. Now I'm wondering, should I hold on to it longer or exit it? Okay, so let's analyze this a little bit further. Okay, so it's doing those dents here. We have it around pretty much beginning of 2024. Let me see. Here is July, but it came back. If I'm following the line, that the trend line that was there, I see here it was in March. It pulled back to it before it went back again. So pretty much February, but again it pulled back. But on this longer trend line, we have end of January when it was quite steep there, pull back. So there is some earnings going on there that could have influenced it, but it was on the going up from this one was January, though, the beginning of January. So in here we have November, when it was quite going sharply here. So yeah, 2 months prior, but yeah, it could continue. But again, I think when we have some profit, we can just get out of it to lock in, to pretty much free our capital and wait on it. It could continue to go up for a while before it will pull back around April, but we'll see. MSI. So MSI, we like to buy it on this line. We have some, we purchased it already, so we'll need to sell it. One is positive. NVDA. NVDA. He's pulling back on us again. We bought it at the trend line there, but clearly it's going to this trend line, and we could buy more at that line after we have a confirmation that it is following that trend line. And this one, we did have that confirmation here, but it was not enough. You see, it still ended and came here, so it can happen. NVR. So the same issue, we have trading it on a short trend line. We have that same issue trading it on a long trend line as well, where we buy and then that trend ended and is going to a trend line below it. That's the same issue we have with them. We bought it, we traded along that trend line, and then we bought it and that trend ended. Now it's coming to this line here. So, and that one was not enough. It's going down. I don't know if that's a zone or if it's aiming for this one. I'm not sure, but we are just going to keep observing it, and we could even buy some more once we know the trend line that is following. At this point, we don't. ORLY, at least not any of the two lines that I like to enter. It's not there. So let's extend this line, and this line is touching some lows here, but I think we are just going to keep it. I think it's because of where it's coming from, but we can just adjust it here. That's where we want to buy, but we do have this long line here that if it did that, let me see here, this one ended in March. Is it March? Yeah, March. But I just don't want to get in and then it will end or not. So you can see that we traded quite a bit on that line. But yeah, we like to just wait on this one. RSG. This one we are going to take it out of the list. RSG. So RSG, we are going to buy at this line if that is the line is going to follow next. And we do have this line that if I can use some reference point, I'm using this intersection here. So, but yeah, I like how cleanly it followed this line. This is a winner in my book. Cleanly, periodically, it came to this line, and this is a long trend line. So because it went past 1 year as well, and clearly it came to it throughout the year. Well, I do like this clean trend line, and I wish I can put that message somewhere. Can just put clean trend line. You see, you can just take your own notes. Whatever that means, it just means it to you. TJX. Just how the line look to you after analyzing multiple ones. Even Microsoft one does not look that clean to me. Predictable in some way. It's the line we just came from is quite, it has a predictable pattern to it. Okay, so this one, that's where we want to get to it. And like when you see lines like that, you take notes. You can use them as a reference when you are adding stocks to your watch list. It's good to have a watch list that you can use, that you can just trade from, and you can pick a specific stock cap or market cap, and we did large cap, and we have about like 350 or so. But then, you know, some of them, based on our swing trading strategy, we judge them no, and then we pull out the one that we think are good, that we can use our swing trading strategy on, and we have about maybe 150 of them. Yeah, 150 of them, but then 145 of them. But again, we pick them, take into consideration like we have our sector, industrial and sub-industrials, we have them here, but we pretty much filter from here to here based on what we can swing trade, and then from here we take into consideration to see if we can find stocks from each industries or so that we want to swing trade, to narrow down to 66 to 70 of them. Does that make sense? So we just pick out of that 145 about 66 stocks, but by taking into consideration if we can find some from each industry. But clearly you can see that some industry are more than others here, but based on what we are able to find, where we are able to find some from, and some sectors have more industries than others as well, which could allow you, because you can see even in the discretionary we have multiple industries there and so forth. So and then we just duplicate that list so that we can, you know, color code and all those and add our own things. So now that we just use that watch list for 2024 and just trade the same stocks over and over and over. Well, if you watch our daily routine when we do our bookkeeping, you'll notice that some stocks we purchase them multiple times when we are doing our entry of purchases or sales. So, but yeah, now for going 2025, we could review our list to see some of the stocks that needs to come out of our list. This is one of them. And then reviewing the one that we already have in our portfolio to see if we want to continue buying them after we sold them or not. And take them out and replace them with some others that we like to give a try after trading some from here. So when you come across stocks that have a clean, predictable trend line, it's good to take note of that. And when you come across some stocks that clearly don't respect their trend lines, since we are using a trend line trading strategy, when you are coming across some that are now respecting their trend line, you want to use as a reference as well to now add more to your watch list of those, for instance. And just keep in mind that the trend line is not just a single trend line, it could be a zone as well. But yeah, this long trend line that we trace, clearly it went below it. Is it a zone? Because and that is Microsoft. You see this trend line here, it touched 3 lows here, but then I just intentionally, instead of stopping it somewhere there, I just intentionally went forward to compare it to what is going on here. Since these tend to be lower than the trend line that I was tracing, it just feel like it was using it as a resistant line instead or something like that. And I don't know if there is a zone there that is working with, or if you see those resistance lines here, if it's just struggling to go past them or what. But yeah, clearly it's not respecting its own trend line. So, but those are things that it might be good to trade, but not necessarily a good one to trade with your swing trading strategy that you are using. That's something you have to consider. It's not that the stock is bad for you to trade. The strategy you are using just may not work for that stock chart. The behavior of the price movement of that stock. That's something to consider. So this one we like to bet on here, and we are there. So TMUS. Angela, did you wake your sister up? You need to do that. She needs to go shower. And wake Jaden up and ask him to go shower as well. Thank you. So this one we like to buy it on this line. And it seems to me that this trend line ended. We traded quite a bit along that line and just decided to just wait on it on this. And let me see here, this one is July. So frankly, I don't know how you can determine the ending of a trend line. I know there are strategies that use trend lines and can determine the end of a trend line as well. And I don't try to determine the end of a trend line. I just want, so sometimes I'll get in, the trend will end, and I just have to wait for that to come back up. But again, I do not use that strategy. Like buying at the beginning of the trend line and selling it at the end of the trend line before the trend line ended is a strategy as well. And I do not really use that. Although my long-term trading strategy might look like that to you, but I don't really take into consideration when that trend line will end. I just trying to compare that behavior on a previously one by trying to reference that time frame to a similar time frame in the past to see what happened there. But whether that's how trend line duration are determined is a mystery to me. And I think maximum monthly chart sometimes is used, no, not maximum, but monthly chart is used for some swing trading strategy as well. But I'm just going to focus on the swing trading strategy that I'm using, so that I don't confuse you and myself in the process. But yeah, so this one we like to buy here, and we are not close. I use maximum. I think we did that because we did this one TRY. I use maximum monthly chart just to trade trend lines, not to judge when a trend line ended or not. Oh, it's about to start. So this one we like to buy it on this line. So let's see if we can extend a little bit longer. Did you get it up? Thank you. But yeah, it's getting to that line, but it's not quite there yet. URI. Okay, so let's make this a little bit smaller. So it passed, we bought it there, and we are aiming at this, so we can buy some more after we have a confirmation that it's done, going down, is about to go up. So when we start following that trend line that we like to buy on, we can buy some. So right now we are not going to do anything. So V, we like to buy it on this line. Let's extend it to see where it is. As there, we have this one. Can extend it as well. Are we using maximum here? 1 year daily. Okay. But yeah, it's far from it right now. VRTX. And VRTS, we bought it at that trend line, and it seems to, you see how it stayed there for a while. If I can actually move this line, okay, there is this things that I traced before. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's not even that, but anyway, it pretty much stay here quite a bit. But it seems to me that we did have that confirmation though. You see this low here and this low, and I didn't trace it as well. We have the uptrend there before we enter, but still it's moving there. But I think at this point is about to take off. Clearly though, little by little it's moving, but again it did it here and still pull back. So it's like it's trying to break off of this downtrend here after moving down to the trend line, going back off of it. It has some, you know, some challenges to overcome. Since there are multiple resistance ahead of it, it has some challenges to overcome to break through the downtrend that brought it back to its main trend line. To go off of it, it has some resistance to overcome, so it could dwell there for a while. But again, it is the nature of the price movement. It just fluctuates along the trend line. We just want to enter it on time. But again, even if I was doing a short trading here, I could be able to buy and sell it, our short-term trend line things here, and buy it again here, and then sell it. I'll have like 2 trades along this time frame already here, if not 3. From there, from here, there, from here, there. Could have 3 trades there, buying it at the first green bar here and sell it there. You pull back, buy it at the first green bar and sell it there. You pull back, buy it at the first green bar and sell it there. Yesterday, for instance. So I could use our short-term trading strategy and trade it. I just don't want to do that. You know, use the short-term trading strategy. Once we use it and we practice our swing trading strategy, and we like the swing trading strategy we are using, we like to apply it to a longer trend line. So this one, we bought it on this trend line, but it seems to me that that trend line is ending. It could easily come back to this one. WMT, no, WM. So WM, we bought it at this trend line, but that trend line ended. It came to this line, and clearly it's using it as a zone because it's going below it. That's kind of weird shape. Price fluctuation there, but WMT, and yeah, that is the beauty of trading the same stocks over and over and over the year. So when you are a beginner swing trader, if you can, it might be a good idea to just take time and handpick your stocks. If you have 300 of them, because you can easily have 2,000 stocks on the stock market. I think like 6,000 when I was in the things, but then I filtered them down. But like I handpicked those on my watch list, but there is a quicker way of doing it. But I was going sector, industry, some industry, one at a time, and picking them, handpick them. Took me weeks to get those, to pick large cap and use our filters to narrow them, to eliminate some outright, and then continue from there. So some stocks are now okay in our list. Partnership, over the counter, are a big no-no for me, and I was aiming for large cap. The same principle can be done for mid cap as well. I just aim for large cap, and I have them after eliminating those two, and later I use the chart to grade them again, to just take downward trend line out, but keep, you know, growth and dip and up trend line in the list. But yeah, and just having those and narrow it down to one that I can analyze on a daily basis, which turned out to be about 70 of them, and just keep analyzing them. I can see different type of charts, you know, for those different type of stocks. They all behave differently, and I like the look of some charts over others, and those could actually guide me to now look back at the list of stocks that I could swing trade, that are like 145 of them, analyze their chart one by one by using some that I can reference to in it. So as we are analyzing our stocks, is good, like when you have a watch list, some line that you like, to take note of those so that you can use them as a reference to pick similar stocks from your longer list. Does that make sense? That's why the one became as a clean line is a good one. And I kind of like Walmart's line as well. It doesn't veer too much away from its trend line, although we do have this that is quite a way though. But you can see that it just, you know, yeah. But when you come across lines that are now, let's just see WM for instance here. Okay, do you see this? When you see a line like that, you can make a lot of money with it, depending on the swing trading strategy you are using. But the same way you can make a lot of money trading those big fluctuations, that's the same way you can lose a lot of money trading them as well. Now technically losing money, if you do not sell it, you're not going to lock in that loss, but you could have you could keep it in your stock, in your portfolio longer than you expected, waiting for that to come back up for you to sell it. For instance, I bought it there when I was trading on that trend line, and that trend line ended because after a while I don't even pay attention to the earning. Some people pay attention to the earning date. I don't anymore because it could either gap down or gap up. So it can gap up, it can gap down. So you can choose to ignore it or not, but not do both. Because if you are doing it both, when you ignore it, it could gap up. You won't get that profit. And when you when you avoid it, it could gap up or it could gap down. Just like when you take into consideration, it could gap down or it could gap up. So you can pick one, because those two things will happen one way or the other, and just stick with it. So we bought it, it pretty much gap down, that trend ended, and now we waited until I don't know, some months later before we sold it for profit. And then we bought it again and it moved back, and we waited to sell it, and we bought it again and it moved back. So it seems like when we get in, it moved back on us. We are not getting it at the right time of the trend line, on the trend line. So, but just it tells you that when you are using those, you are trading those, like with the trend line that we are using, aiming for a longer trend line, to just wait for that to start leaving that trend line to get in, could be a good option for us, because it's so now predictable that it's hard to trade it on a shorter trend line. But yeah, when you come across let's do WSO, some clean one, is worth taking notes on your document to see if that's a stock you want to use as a reference when you are picking stocks, to pretty much refresh your stock watch list. If you don't want, if there are stocks on it that you want to take off after a year, and if there are stocks you want to keep, and if there are stocks you want to add, you can do those. So yeah, this one seems to be coming to this line quite a bit as well, but when it's away from it, wild things happens though. So but again, we bought it somewhere there and it pulled back on us. Therefore, we will wait to sell it. So thank you so much for watching. This concludes how we analyze our swing trading, how we analyze charts, and using our uptrend and swing trading strategy. We didn't find anything to purchase today either. So around lunchtime, we will check our account to see if there is something to sell. Otherwise, we do not have anything to purchase today from our watch list, using our long-term trend line swing trading strategy. Thank you. If we are using the short-term trend line though, we could have come across multiples, but no, we could, because sometimes you may not, but a lot of times you will, because you are working with short-term pullbacks and rises as well. Thank you. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for all of your comments. We thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting LLC YouTube channel, and ninasoap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. As a swing trader, a beginner swing trader, just start small and go from there. Thank you.